Now, let's talk about a couple other subjects dear to your heart. I want to talk about the Athletes Union. And for American fans and coaches and young athletes, tell us what the organization is about.
Yes. So in November, there was the official decision of the 4 events being removed from the Diamond League. This being the catalyst and really the last straw that's created the idea that the union or association needed to come about. And I reached out to my colleagues, athletes globally, to see if they would stand really alongside me and fight this fight with me and try to get a voice, but for sure greater influence in our sport. We've been identified as the major stakeholders, yet we are also not given the respect that comes with that. And so from November to actually 2 weeks ago, it was a lot of behind the scenes, it was a lot of collaborations, Zoom calls, but it's really embodying the entire picture of well-being for the individual, not just for the athlete, but for the individual. But the ultimate goal is to put the athletes in the position that they have influence, to have a seat at the table.
How is World Athletics responded to the Athletes Union?
Yeah. With open arms, because at the same time, what we are doing is actually changing the culture of the sport.
Sure.
Because traditionally the agents are the ones that are speaking to the governing bodies or the meeting directors. And I would honestly say that the athletes are the last ones at the table. The athletes are the last ones to know. And so this is going to be a culture shock and a culture change. But I do believe that World Athletics also respects the idea that we are the sport, and you cannot have athletics, you cannot have track and field without the athletes. And so I'm hoping that they're going to be willing to make this an easy transition, and that again, they're going to be able to walk the walk. And they are the ones that have stated over and over again that we are the major stakeholders, and they want the best for the athletes. So we're just saying, now show us that, now do that.
How has your major sponsor is Nike? Have you been able to have a discussion with them?
Absolutely. So with the, of course, the discussions near and dear to my heart, Prefontaine Classic. This was as a Diamond League, and they were the only ones that were willing to actually put the triple jump in. They also initially said they wanted to do the 200, and I came to Nike myself and Eva Coburn, and we're speaking to them about actually including all the disciplines that were removed. And they said, of course, this was going to be a challenge financially, but also logistically. But they'd be willing to do it because they understand this is the spirit of sport. But obviously, with COVID, this was changed because, as we know, that the meeting is no longer existing this year due to COVID. But I can say that Nike was very supportive, but also Prefontaine Classic was very supportive and actually understood what we were trying to do.